Good morning, Nick. I just thought I'd go around the 993 with you before I start polishing it and essentially covering up any marks. So this is sort of the condition that it's in. You know, it's got swirl marks on there. It's had some bad machine polishing in a few places. You can see the back and forth hologramming here. So basically the back and forth motion is caused by too heavy a cutting compound on the machine using a rotary, that'll be. So yeah, that would need resolving. But yeah, it's kind of like the whole car. I've also found in a few places, like here, these sort of white spots is actually where the paint has blistered and then cracked open, I believe, one way or another, or it will just be general stone chipping. But just looking at the location of some of these, like here, it's not really a location that I'd expect a stone chip, so this is what we would call micro blistering when it pops. Cause of respray. I've had some respray work on this, so yeah, it's the nature of the beast. A couple of little cracks on the bumper here that would benefit from respraying. Quite a nasty scratch here. Again, just really appalling machine polishing work. What else have we got going on here? Yeah, deeper nasties here. Could do with a bit of paint along that leading edge. What else have we got going on here? But yeah, it's just a massive accumulation of marks, you know, which would be consistent with a car this age, but bearing in mind it has been painted, it's a lot of this is actually poor finishing from the paint shop. Again, like sort of in and around this seam here, this is not really what I'd expect from factory. Again, there's wet sanding here. You see this like grey haze. Again, it's lack of finishing. All the stuff that I'm pointing out to you, Nick, rest assured I can fix it. However, bearing in mind things like the micro blisters that I've shown you on the front wing, and some of the other bits, it might be beneficial for a respray. Certainly from an OCD perspective, if you want it perfect, it's going to need painting. From a detailing perspective, I can make this look a darn sight better with a machine polish and just enhance that paintwork, so it looks really quite presentable. Again, if you look up into here, there's like a mark on the leading edge of the window trim. There's sort of a slightly deeper mark here. Again, like I can resolve some of this. It's not an issue. There's some really bad buffer trails in there. I mean, again, there's around this A pillar, there's terrible finishing. So it's one of those. It certainly passes the 10-foot test. It looks really good from afar, but it does have its issues. However, I don't think that, you know, you necessarily have to respray it. You could get it detailed and it would look 100 times better than what it does now. It'll be close to a respray, but some of those deeper defects, and again, you've got like sort of fisheye and stuff, which is basically where silicone gets under the paint when it's been painted and it creates these like craters. So yeah, faults aside, I can improve it dramatically detailing. If you want it perfect, it's a full respray. I think you were sort of on that line of thought anyways. So I'm now going to continue anyways. I'm going to get the car like valeted up so it looks even more presentable. But that is sort of like a baseline naked look at the car. And it's the most unforgiving way that I can actually present it to you. And now I'm going to make it look a bit prettier. So leave it with me, and yeah, I'll report back with some photographs once it's done.